convince you not to get veneers. Let this one be it, because my teeth are so fucked up right now because I've had to get surgery twice on them, and I don't even know what. They don't even look good anymore either. And it's like, this has been, I literally look like a vampire. It's completely uneven. I don't even know what the fuck. I've just paid $30,000 for uneven teeth. And these are not the finals. These are just temporaries while I heal. But like, this has been going on for already 2 months now, and it's just like, bro, I cannot fucking deal with this anymore. The people who did this is International Dental Clinic. I don't know if the people who work there still work there or if they decided to rebrand, because when I called them for my contracts, they said that they rebranded and those people don't work there anymore. But who even knows? Miami's literally the land of scammers. But to anybody wanting to get veneers, literally save up money to go to somebody who's fucking phenomenal, because looking at this, because I know it sounds stupid, but it's like, you get veneers in any type of cosmetic surgery so that you like feel more confident and look better, and this has been the worst experience of my life and has actually made me 1,000 times less confident. And I cannot even live a normal life. I have not had normal food in so long. So I think I might just be hungry. No, I look like Frankenstein.
This is how I have to drink with my veneers. I have to put the straw to the back of my mouth so that nothing is hitting this front, like, part of my mouth at all. Like, wrinkles much, yeah, that's how you gotta do it. It's not cute, like, but how sensitive your teeth are is unreal. And it could be like from anywhere from 6 months to a year. So if you're thinking about getting veneers, don't say I didn't let you know. Like, that teeth sensitivity is insane. But I mean, look at your teeth, look at the smile. Beauty is pain. So
welcome back to Veeta Vee TV. So we're talking about veneers. So the craze now is veneers. Everybody wants veneers. Everybody wants the perfect smile, and they want it right now. So some people are going to pop-up shops, they're going to malls, they're going to all kind of back alley places, and actually allowing these people to work inside of their mouth. And they don't even have the credentials, the board certified credentials, to work inside of their mouth. And because of that, they have all kinds of severe problems. They have bite problems. They can't even eat. Their teeth are actually falling out right in their hands as they try to eat. So let's sit back, let's relax, and let's listen to more horror stories on veneers. So let's continue.
Customer of an unlicensed provider wants her money back after she says she paid for veneers that left her with damage so severe no licensed dentist is willing to help her.
WRG's Caitlin Barker spoke with this patient who says she's been dealing with a nightmare.
It hurts so bad. It's terrible. It feels just like a toothache.
This is what Vashay Bowen's teeth look like after she went to an unlicensed service provider offering high-end cosmetic dental services. Bowens told me she found Kane Jones on Facebook and thought he would be able to enhance her smile with veneers after having partials and gold teeth removed.
I also took the partials out of my mouth and sent him a picture of how my mouth looked without the partials. And he was like, oh yeah, I can cover them, and you know, even that teeth you got in the back, you ain't gonna notice none of that.
During her appointment, Bowen says she went against her better judgment when she allowed this provider to work on her smile in a salon studio suite. She says it wasn't until the veneers were done and she got home that she realized something was wrong.
I knew it was something when he didn't put my pictures on Facebook.
Bowen says the veneers were unaligned and extremely heavy. When she went back to the suite to have the mistake rectified, it was too late.
He took this drill, he drilled my mouth. I guess he was trying to even it out, but the bridge was so hard, rock, He couldn't do it.
Bowens reached out to the Tennessee Department of Health to see if they could help, but they told her he's running an unlicensed business and impersonating a licensed practitioner, both of which are against the law and fall under the jurisdiction of law enforcement. I reached out to Kane Jones on Facebook for his side of the story. In response, he told me this client was a liar and blocked me. Jones never responded to my request for an interview.
I'm dealing with just pain and nobody able to work on my mouth because it's a, you know, like I said, don't nobody want to go behind his work.
Do you regret doing this?
I do. I do, because I could have walked around with my partial. I was fine. I just, like I said, you know, everybody's, you know, that's the style veneers. Hey, let me give me some too. And he doing them for $1,200, but I should have known something. $1,200. That was the trick.
This client says all she wanted was a beautiful smile, and now she's out of thousands of dollars and actively looking for a dentist to help repair her smile. I'm Caitlin Barker reporting for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
Yeah, not exactly what she was looking for there.
This stuff that I have been dealing with for 2 years because of my freaking teeth. 2 years ago, I had dental work done and it ruined my life.
Okay, everybody, I'm here. Finally, you guys tagged me 100 times to talk about what's going on with this girl. Her veneers, how it ruined her life forever. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So to catch you guys up, basically this girl got veneers from a place that probably wasn't the best at what's going on, and it ruined her bite. Not only did it mess up her bite completely, but now she has unfathomable pain that's constant. She can't get rid of it. She spent over $80,000 in multiple attempts, and she just can't do anything about it. So what is going on? I think the best thing to realize is changing even the tiniest things about your teeth and bite can cause a domino effect of tons of problems, which is why you need somebody who has mastered the art of occlusion, and that is a dental professional. But Bentis, she went to a dental professional and it went terrible, so what gives? And that comes to the next problem that we have, which is this takeover secretly of corporations taking over all these dental offices. And so not only do we have these veneer techs and unlicensed people and people trying to do things that are out of their scope, we also have these private equity groups buying up all these dental offices across the country and not caring about you as a patient. You are a label, you are someone who just comes in, you're getting dental work done, they don't care. It's a check for them because it's a private equity group that's gonna sell in 5-10 years and make a profit. And even those hometown dentist offices that you go to, that you see like Dr. So-and-so's office, most of them are actually secretly corporate. The corporate has bought them, they kept their name up top so you don't know, and then they do the practices underneath. That all being said, she got a lot of work done, and unfortunately, whoever the dentist was or the professional was that did her stuff had no idea about what was going on occlusion and bite-wise. She said she got it done and her bite was completely messed up. She even has to wear a specific retainer to be able to even properly bite down. And what this is a clear case of just somebody doing work without even thinking about the occlusion at all. So do a little experiment in your head. How many times have you just randomly bit on a tooth and it's hurt really bad? And then a couple days later, the pain just magically goes away. You thought it was a cavity, it really was. What actually was happening here is that you were biting on a high spot onto your teeth because your occlusion wasn't perfect. And then over time, your body moves those teeth out of the way so it's properly fine. Now that's okay in a tiny little pin spot of a heavy occlusion, but if your whole entire bite is now jacked up and you can't bite down properly, that pain is going to spread everywhere because your bite constantly is moving and changing and does not know where to go that's stable. So I think there's two things to take out of this that are really important for you guys. One is before you get any dental operation done, you really need to just do your research on the orthodontist or the dentist or the professional. Really ask them if they're trained. Are they corporate owned? Are they a private office? Do they have the training to be able to do this? Because in dental school, we learn a lot of things, but we're not experts at anything. We have to continue going into continuing education, getting better, and something like full mouth cosmetic dentistry is a specialty in its own right. And two, I think you really just need to think, is this necessary? We have such a crazy world now where everybody puts so much focus on aesthetics and having perfect teeth and perfect bodies and perfect smiles, but we don't realize that your teeth are living things and you can actually ruin them in a ton of different ways. This is one of the reasons why I love orthodontics so much, because I can fix a lot of these issues without causing all this tooth destruction and bite destruction and all this type of stuff. So for her, technically she's gonna have to go to somebody who is a professional in cosmetic dentistry that actually understands occlusion to get her anywhere back, and she's already $80,000 in debt on this. So hopefully her story is a warning story for you guys before you do something major like this. Really do your research, really take the time to understand it, because you're changing something that is super vital to yourself that you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life.
Stop getting veneers. I beg of you. Just stop getting veneers. As you can tell, I'm kind of talking with my mouth closed. That's because I'm super ashamed. For the last, I would say 3 years, I've been complaining to dentists. I think I went to like 40 dentists while I was in LA, saying something's wrong with this side of my mouth. This whole side of my mouth, something's wrong with it. I can't open my jaw very loudly. Like, it hurts when I talk. I feel like there's something there. All the dentists in LA like, there's nothing wrong. It's probably just your veneers are a little uncomfortable. It's nothing wrong. So I decided to go to Mexico because the dentists in Mexico are just so great. So I went to Mexico. And I got my veneers done in Turkey, by the way. I want to make that very clear. I got it done in Turkey. You guys, no matter how much money you come into one day, or like you just like feel like your teeth are ugly, take care of your own teeth. It would always be better than getting veneers. So I go to Mexico. And to know me, it's not that I'm a personal hygiene freak. Like, I brush my teeth like 5 times a day. Especially after I got veneers, I knew something like I have to take care of my teeth extra. But when you get veneers done in like a place like Turkey and you don't spend a lot of money on it, because I was trying to be cheap, I was trying to be Nigerian. Honey, they don't give you veneers, they give you crowns. So now you have a whole full mouth of crowns and you can't brush your teeth that's underneath it. So I got to Mexico and I was told that literally all my bottom teeth, and I mean all except for 4, are rotten. And I have to pull all of them, pretty much. And so I got 7 teeth pulled. I don't even want to show you because I'm so embarrassed. 7. Like, 7 teeth was extracted, and you know how painful that is. It's barbaric. What's so sad, and even the doctors were so saddened for me, was that my teeth were actually very healthy. My teeth that were underneath it were very healthy. It was just I couldn't get to my teeth when I brush or floss, that it just took out all the gum down there. So they didn't have any choice. Like, they couldn't save it. They couldn't save them. So I just got the first step done because I'm gonna have to get a full mouth of implants, and I have to wait 2 months for the gums to heal and then go back and get my implants done. So now I have nothing in my mouth except for like this right here. Everything is gone. I can't even, like, I'm so embarrassed I can't even open my mouth. Stop getting veneers. Use me as a cautionary tale. When they say veneer breath, it's because your teeth underneath is not getting proper care, and x-rays cannot pick up on it. I went to like 40 dentists in LA and they're like, nothing's wrong, your teeth is healthy. X-rays cannot see the decay that's right here and right here. You know what I mean? The fad with veneers has to come to an end. And also, they don't look good. Like, it's like pianos in your mouth. Like, if I can turn back time, I would have never done it. I'd have taken care of my own teeth, and I regret it so much, and I will spend the rest of my life regretting getting veneers. It is quite literally, I think, the biggest mistake I've ever done, and I will regret it for the rest of my life. Like, there's just, I wish I could take it back. Use me as a cautionary tale. Stop getting veneers. Just stop. Like, your teeth are beautiful the way they are. They have character. I have like a chip tooth that was so beautiful and it had such character to it. And they have character. They're part of who you are. They tell a story. Leave them alone. Take care of your own teeth. Brush as much as possible. Floss. Go get your your yearly cleaning done. And just get braces if you really, really, really do want to change the structure of your teeth. I hope the obsession with veneers dies soon, because it's costing me 10 times more than if I had just taken care of my own teeth. In 2020, I was balling. I was rolling in money. So I was like, I'm going to fix everything. Don't do that. Just don't. I spent $10,000 to get full mouth of veneers. And now so much money, to extract them. I have to go get temporaries in the meantime here in the States, and then go back in November to get my implants. And implants are so expensive. And not only that, it's erosive on your self-esteem to lose all your teeth at once, pretty much. They took 4 here, 5 here and 2 here. It's very erosive on your self-esteem, and it has to heal, and I have to wait till it heals. And I mean, it's just humiliating and embarrassing, and I regret it so much. Stop getting veneers. Your teeth are beautiful the way they are. Just leave them alone. When every influencer who's ever gotten them, because we all get them around the same time. I remember when I got my veneers done, there was like 4 of us in the waiting room, and we all recognized each other in Turkey. You know, I went to a good doctor, supposedly one of the best in Turkey, and you know, between Tana and Alex Earl and all of us are telling you stop getting veneers. It's because they're just so high maintenance. You know, you'll be sitting there eating a good steak, and you have to worry if they're gonna fall out, and they always fall out. It's like it just comes out in the middle of a conversation. You don't want to deal with that for the rest of your life. And unfortunately for me, even though I'm going to get these implants, the top ones are still healthy.
Don't get veneers unless you want to eat like this for the rest of your life. Also, I didn't get veneers because of cosmetic reasons. I got them because I needed them. But this is how I have to eat because my top teeth are veneers, and so I use my fingers as my top teeth because if you're supposed to be able to eat with veneers for foods that are like this is pretty soft, but I literally broke one of them on a Hershey Kiss one time, so I'm not risking it for the biscuit, for the chicken biscuit. So this is how I eat.
Well, I mean, it's not like there's a dentist out there that's been educating you guys for 6 years that's been telling you guys not to get veneers if you cannot possibly get them. But you know, hey, here we are. So she is exactly right. There is a lot of issues that I see with veneers. And in fact, now there's actually a lot of more current day veneers that are prepless veneers that are a little bit better, that don't have this issue as much, or it's not as big of a deal if they fall off. But yeah, this is a real deal. And I tell people this all the time. Not only in veneers do they have to shave off the front of the teeth. Now, she said she had to get them for whatever reason. Normally that's because she has a bunch of white spots everywhere, or maybe she just had enough decay that it warranted getting a veneer or something. But yeah, still, when you get a veneer, one, they are in the front normally exactly where you're biting, and they're only on the front little layer of your teeth. And any dental thing that you get, a filling, a composite, and you know, a crown, and root canal, whatever, you know, there is a chance that things can break off and get messed up. And the more you have, the more chances you have of something getting messed up. And unfortunately, if you have these things that are barely layered on your front of your teeth and you go to bite into something, well, there's a lot of chances of them popping off and falling off. And so basically one of the rules I tell people is that if you're getting veneers, you will never bite anything with your front teeth ever again, because you don't want to risk a veneer popping off. That being said, I've never seen somebody use their fingers like that before. That's actually really interesting. So she goes in and then she pushes down with her finger to basically bite off the lower teeth. That sucks. I cannot imagine an entire lifetime of not being able to eat with your front teeth. And that's another reason why I tell you guys, if you like the shape of your teeth, don't get veneers or crowns. Don't go to Turkey and get turkey teeth. Just get Invisalign or braces and get it fixed and get some whitening. Now, if you absolutely hate the shape of your teeth, or you have some issue that you have to get your teeth shaved down for, like cavities or crap like that, then you can get veneers or crowns. But if you don't have those issues, don't do it, because there's way more issues than you ever think. And then after 10 years, you're gonna have to get them replaced. It's a mess, trust me. See what the comments have to say. Girl, I think they just did a bad job. That should not be your reality. And the reality is if you're biting on fillings and composites and things like that, they will pop off if they're in a spot that they're getting jammed on every day, like your front teeth. So it's actually a pretty normal reality in veneer land for veneers to pop off the front. It happens a lot more than you think. But then again, I have 2 other people that say, I've had veneers for 12 years. It's never happened to me. And then someone else said, I don't second this because I could eat a brick house low key. And see, the thing is it just depends. It depends on your bite. Your bite may be a little more open so that you're not actually hitting on those veneers all day long. Her bite might be a little bit tighter and may hit on them. You know, it just really depends. And you are correct. It depends on the dentist. It depends on how much enamel you have to bond to it. It depends on a lot of factors. You may have crowns. She may have veneers. You may not even realize the 2 different things are going on. There's a lot going on, but yes, the case is that veneers still pop off all the time, and they do cause a lot of issues, unlike your real teeth. But there are a lot of future things coming out. There's a lot of prepless veneers. There's a lot of other things coming out that are hopefully going to make the biomaterials stronger and stick on there better and all that stuff in the future. But like I said, if you don't have to deal with it and you really don't want to mess with it, then just don't.
So when y'all sitting here letting veneer techs play around in your mouth, you need to understand that putting composite over a cavity can be detrimental to your health. And even a step further, it can kill you. Let's start off with the basics. I don't think enough people know that a cavity can kill you if gone untreated. And hey, don't just take my word for it. If a tooth infection is left untreated, it can spread to surrounding tissue, jawbone, or even enter the bloodstream. Do you know what that means? It means you can die. That's what it means. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It can kill you. So I'm not making any false claims here with this treatment in particular. But if you take teeth that are untreated and you put composite over top of them, it doesn't make the problem go away, right? It's just covering it up, and the problem's gonna get worse and worse over time. But guess who knows how to treat cavities? Dentist. No one else. Dentist, who went to school for 4 years undergrad and 4 years postgrad. And maybe even more if they specialize in something, especially cosmetic dentistry, right? So use your brain or you might die.
I was gonna keep it a secret, but hillbilly Shelly. Look, my veneer photo. Don't worry, the dentist will put it back on for me.
I don't want anyone else to go through the same thing that I'm going through, because no one will tell you this. No one will even tell you that they're experiencing these issues after they got veneers. Do not get veneers, seriously. The veneers I have now is the second time I got it done. The first time around, I had composite bonding back in 2019. I got them redone to porcelain in 2023. And everything was all good. I loved my teeth. I love talking in front of people. Like, I just felt so much more confident. Like, everything was amazing. But up until this last year, I was experiencing like inflamed gums. They were bleeding more easily when I would brush my teeth, and I searched it up, and there was certain things that could be. But I'm like, there's no way, because I do my oral care very well, which is brushing my teeth, water flosser, mouthwash, flossing. I did everything possible. Like, I got my dental cleanings twice a year. Like, there was just no way something could be wrong if I'm doing everything right. So I thought it would go away on its own, and I realized that it wasn't. It was actually getting worse. It went from like a light red color to a dark red color, and I went to 3 dentists, and they all said the same thing. The reason why I even went to multiple dentists is because I just couldn't believe what they said. They had told me that my veneers were improperly placed, therefore causing my gums to be inflamed. Basically, when they put a veneer in, apparently they put it too deep into my gums, therefore causing what's happening right now. I'm like, there's no way. I did my teeth years ago. How is this happening now? So I contacted the person that did my teeth, and they said that all their veneers, they properly placed them, so there's just no way that that's the case. And I'm like, well, I have 3 dentists telling me that that's what happened. So like, I don't know what's the situation. The person that did my teeth, he said that teeth shift over time. So I'm like, okay, well, I wish I knew about this damn possibility, because now I have to get gum laser. Basically, gum laser is when they laser off the infected parts of your gums, which is the redness that I had in my gums. That is also why I'm speaking very weirdly, because I only did it on this side, and then next week I do it on this side. And this process isn't the most comfortable. It does hurt. They have to put needles in your mouth to numb your gums, and then of course they laser it off. On top of that, this procedure, most insurances do not cover it, and it typically ranges from $2,000 to $8,000. So I'm just upset the fact that I have to waste more money out of pocket. I already did my teeth, spent over $8,500 because I had to pay for the veneers, and then I had to go out there and stay in Colombia for a couple days. So I spent in total probably like 9.5. So I'm just losing all this money, thinking once I had my teeth done, I was gonna be fine. That this wasn't even a possibility that was gonna happen. I just wish I was told this, and I wish somewhere on the internet that I would have read about the possibility that this could happen, because I am, 1, spending more money. 2, I am so uncomfortable and sad about this because I can barely eat regular food. You mainly have to eat liquids or soft food like mashed potatoes, oatmeal, and whatnot. Like, It's stressful, and no one is gonna tell you this. When I had posted this quick little post that said don't get veneers, so many people messaged me like, why? Like, what's going on? And I told them what happened, and some of the people that did have veneers said, oh my God, I'm going through the same thing. Like, what? So it's more of y'all, and no one even warns us about this. No one even talks about it. I'm upset, but again, I can only blame myself. This is my fault. I should have never got veneers. Or maybe I should have just did more research and would have found this out on my own. But this is quite literally the worst thing I could go through. I almost forgot the most important part, that they said that if the inflamed gums come back after I do the laser on my whole mouth, I would have to redo my veneers. Like, what?
So she had veneers done, and she is not happy with how they look. She started crying, and she wants her money back. Let's hear what she has to say. She may have a legitimate concern here.
Like, I need money? I'm hoping it don't. I paid $7,000, not $2,500. One of them is brown. Y'all, I do not cry on this live like these people be doing. But right now, my money is involved, my feelings is hurt, and these teeth is in my mouth, and there's no taking them out. I wanted to come and get my job done and go home and feel beautiful. Like, what? I pay good money for everything that I have.
We're here to change lives. We're here to make people happy. You know, you coming to get your smile.
Now I have to go home and pay more money.
You're not paying more money because I'm giving you a refund.
Okay.
You're not refunding you all the money.
Okay, thank you.
All right?
Yes, sir.
So,
and I pray that you got.
Y'all, I decided that I'm gonna be a dentist from now on. So basically, story time. Yesterday, I was at the gym and I was chewing on bubblegum. Yes, just regular bubblegum, right? Right here is the bubblegum. And my, like, not my canine, but the one right next to it, right behind it, veneer popped off. It happens sometimes when you have, you know, teeth like that. And so I schedule a dentist appointment immediately, obviously. And I come in here and she goes, yeah, let me just, you know, check the tooth, make sure it's good, and I'll just cement it right back in. I'm like, all right, cool. I got a bill for $450. It was $350 for her to, you know, cement the tooth back in. Took like, I don't know, like 10 minutes after the numbing. And $100 for her to evaluate the tooth, meaning she picked it up out of the thing, looked at it, make sure it wasn't cracked, just to put it in my mouth. I think I'm going to retire from, you know, TV, football, boxing, all that stuff, and just be a dentist full time, because that's where the money at, because they just got a bag. That's crazy.
Hey Queens, I have been completely loathing the idea of making this update video regarding my veneers, but I told you I would do the full review, and here it is. I'm actually hiding in the bathroom right now so that my kids don't see me cry, because I don't like to do that in front of my kids for obvious reasons. So as you can see, it looks like from the outside they have good ratings and good reviews. I thought everything was okay at first, but it is everything but okay. So let's start with the very beginning. When you look up their name, you will see a promotion that says a full mouth of veneers, 10 on the top, 10 on the bottom, 20 in total, for $4,999. It looks very appealing, right? So that's what I had applied for that inquiry. So after I filled out the patient forms and sent them photos of my teeth, they called back and said that it would be an additional $2,000 because I've had some crowns before, and that crowns would most likely be needed, and that was the final price. Like, after that, if I need additional work or anything like that, they said that that's inclusive in the price, that it would be all inclusive. So my partner, who was nice enough to finance this for me, he did all of that financing stuff and filled it out, and we made 2 months of payments before even flying to Miami to go to the appointments and get it done. So fast forward, I fly to Miami, I go to my hotel, my first appointment. When I go there to get the temporaries put on, they do the x-rays and everything, and it isn't until I am in that chair that they come in and tell me, oh, by the way, you've had fillings done before, and fillings don't go good with veneers. So because of that, you're going to need partial veneers. I think that's what they called it. I don't know if it was partial veneers or partial crowns. I still don't know. what was done in my mouth. But they said it's going to be $11,000 in total. And I started to freak out because they were looking at me like, well, okay, how would you like to pay for that? Of course, I can't even afford this to begin with. That's why my boyfriend financed it for me. So I had to call him and explain, and both of us weren't happy, but there I am sitting in the chair already with all my flight and everything booked and scheduled strategically around my nurse schedule. So it's not like I could just go back at any time. Like, this was the time to get it done. So reluctantly, he agreed to finance even more, and then they put on the temporaries. I told them I wanted the whitest and brightest, and you saw my first video. I wanted the whitest and brightest, and that I didn't care if it looked fake. You guys all saw that I said that, right? So I did get the whitest, but it is not the brightest. It's not the brightest. So it's not even what I asked for. So that's another issue, right? Before we even get into anything else, it's not the brightest. It's not what I asked for.
So what was your first reaction when you seen him?
I said, I know you fucking lying. It looked like I got 12 pair of K-Swiss, all white K-Swiss in my fucking mouth. I got ibuprofen 800s in my mouth. Can't even say the word straight. Ibuprofen 800.
So how much you paid for them?
I paid $8,000 for these bitches, son. I emptied my whole savings account, thinking I'm about to have a new smile.
Can you smile for me?
Like that.
So how they feel?
Them bitches hurt. Jaws locked up like I done popped 4X pills. They too big, they too wide, they won't fit. I got a biggie, barely can talk, I got a lisp. I ain't have a lisp at first. My tongue feels shorter, my gums are weak. It's a delay when I want to talk. Like right now, I'm thinking of what I want to say, but it's not coming out until afterwards.
So what was people's reaction when they seen it?
Some dude called me Queen Latifah. They say I look like Mr. Wilson of Dennis the Menace. They were saying I look like King. At first I thought they were talking about Burger King. Yeah, that's the only king I know. But I heard jokes saying teeth sweat, make it last forever. They call me Tupac Shakur. People say I look like Steve Harvey. They saying shit like the tooth shall set you free. Dumb shit, pissing me off, bro. And I can't deny it, bro. I barely could close my mouth, bro. Lips ashy, lips just keep getting ashy. Can't lick them. I gotta tell my girl to lick my lips before I leave the house. Thick ass BBL teeth. I don't answer FaceTimes. I'm not answering FaceTime, straight text. Deactivated all my pages on social media to teeth under reconstruction. I can't sneeze. I got a small regular mouth. They gave me a teeth somebody who belong like these Shaq teeth. These motherfuckers dangerous. I could bite the fuck out of an apple. One chop, slice that bitch through the middle of steak. I'll bite that bitch like a motherfucking gazelle. But I could take a bite out of crime with these bitches. I probably could chop a tree down. A whole tree right now. Bro, I wake up from the amnesiastic, whatever that shit called, that they put you to sleep with. I wake up, lo and behold, these fat motherfuckers sitting and waiting on me. And I looked in the mirror, I said, what the fuck is this? The doctor gonna say, do you like them? I said, heavens no. I hate them actually. These bitches is disgusting. You done fucked me up, bro. I did not order these big bitches, Jeremy. This the plus side. This is the deluxe version of what I wanted.
So what you gotta say for the people who put those in your mouth?
Fuck you. Get down bad. Fuck you. You gonna see me. You gonna see me again. You know what the fuck I wanted. You gave me everything I didn't want. Then I be in the bed, you know, sleeping. My baby, she'll crawl up on me. She'll be doing this to my teeth. I wonder why she doing it the whole time. She think these bitches some piano. What the fuck that tell you? These fat motherfuckers gotta leave. Evict these big bitches out of here now. Here I am thinking I went to the best dentist out. That dentist ain't hitting on shit. I would did better going to Dr. Seuss. I could have went to Dr. Pepper and got a better job done than this. And they talking about they ain't gonna be able to squeeze me in into next year. Oh, we gonna see.
Since I've been on TikTok the better part of 5 months now, I've had several people reach out to me wanting to know what my experience was when I got my veneers. Was it painful? Was it a scary process? Was it a long process? And why did I choose porcelain veneers over composites? So the difference between veneers and composites, veneers is where they have to actually go in. It's almost like surgery. They have to take a grinding tool and they actually have to grind your teeth all the way down to next to nothing. And when they grind it down, it is ugly. Is it painful? Not really, because they actually numb your mouth all the way around, your gums and everything, but you do kind of hear that grinding sound and you can see like the pieces, like the whiteness flying out your mouth. So you got to keep these little dark glasses on that they provide you with. The reason why I went with porcelain veneers versus composites. Composites were a lot cheaper. A lot of people will actually go with composites. Composites can run you between $3,000 and $3,500. Where the composites, they don't have to grind your teeth down. They just measure them, and they just cement the composites on. But the downside to that is after 2 or 3 years, they start changing colors, they start turning yellow, and they just go right back to what it was before. So there's no warranty. With the porcelain veneers, however, it's a more lengthier process. There's like 3 steps that you have to go through to get veneers. Your first step that you go through to get veneers, by the way, veneers are more expensive. They range between $10,000 and $30,000. I got lucky. I had a cash disc price on mine, so mine was just $9,500 and something change. Plus, I gave the company who did my veneers a shout out, which was worth a lot because it brought them more business, mainly friends of mine, people that I work with and stuff. So when you first go get the veneers, they set up a consultation. Obviously, they want the money up front. So let's make no mistake. They want the money up front. So when you get the veneers, the first step that they do is on your very, very first appointment, they're going to show you exactly what they're going to do. And then they're going to do it. The first step, they're going to take out this putty stuff, and they're going to have you to bite down on it all the way around. And it's going to give them a mold of your mouth. Once they get that mold is going to be sent over to a lab to start processing the veneers. On that same day, they're going to start grinding your teeth down, grinding. Now, most people only get 10 top and 10 bottom. Some people get 12 top, 12 bottom. I've actually got 10 top, 10 bottom. So I don't have veneers all the way back. Just most people, 90% of the people get 10 top and 10 bottom, which is very common. Once they grind your teeth down on that very first visit, they install what they call temporaries. The temporaries can stay in for 3 to 6 weeks. But after 3 to 6 weeks, they start turning kind of a greenish, yellowish color. And so those temporaries only stay in while your porcelain veneers are actually getting made at the lab based off of the molds that they took. Then once you go back for your second appointment, that's when sometimes your appointment can be 6 weeks later. Sometimes it takes about 2 months for the lab to actually make those veneers because they are porcelain and they are extremely hard and very, very expensive. So they have to design it, craft it so it can fit inside the teeth that they actually shave down. Once you go to that second appointment, which may be, let's just say 2 months later, they're going to actually remove the temps, which is extremely hard. They have to actually chisel them out your mouth, grind them out, cut, and all kind of stuff to break them out your mouth to get back down to the regular teeth that they actually grind it down. Once that's done, they will renumb your mouth again. They can't numb your mouth while they're taking the temps out. There's a reason for that. But then they'll renumb your mouth after they take the composites out. Then they will start installing your veneers. And pretty much they drop them right on top of the old tooth. They just drop it right down. All the way across. And then they cement them in, the bottom first. Then they'll start cementing the top ones in all the way across. And it's a really cold, tingling feeling when they get it done. After that's done, your smile will actually change your life. But it is a freaking process. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard about the process of getting veneers, I wanted to just get the composites. But thinking every 3 or 4 years, I gotta go back and pay $2,500 to $3,000 to have them removed and then have more fake ones reinstalled, it's better to go with these. These right here are the porcelain veneers that a lot of the celebrities have. These are lifetime warranty. Well, 30 years, but 30 years is pretty much lifetime warranty. Now, the upside to it is it changes your life. You definitely stand out from the rest. People who've been knowing you your whole life, you actually stand out to them. When I walk into a store and I open my mouth, People always got like, you got veneers? You got veneers? I'm like, yeah. Now the downside to this right here is no matter what you eat, you have to carry these with you everywhere you go. I don't care if you go into the park just to walk, carry you a dental floss. These things are so tight, it's unbelievable. I had to switch over to a different type of dental floss because every time I flossed, it snapped the line in half because they're so tight and they will never loosen up. Now they don't hurt, but it's just really tight no matter what you eat. I'll give you guys like an example. Y'all hear that? So if you're ever sitting somewhere and you hear somebody constantly doing this, that's because the tightness of the veneers. There's nothing that you can do to loosen them up. So I would suggest that people who reached out to me want to know my experience with the veneers. I know $10,000 to $30,000 is a lot of money. However, if you're gonna go with porcelain veneers, do not go with the temps. Go with the 100% porcelain. You have a lifetime warranty. These bad boys is never going to stain. Trust me, you're gonna stand out from the rest. So for the people who wanted me to do this video to tell them my experience because they're thinking about getting them, I hope that this was able to help you out. You're welcome. Then I had to shine one time.
If there's any video on the internet to convince you not to get veneers, let this one be it, because my teeth are so fucked up right now because I've had to get surgery twice on them and I don't even know what. They don't even look good anymore either. And it's like, this has been, I literally look like a vampire. It's completely uneven. I don't even know what the fuck. I've just paid $30,000 for uneven teeth. And these are not the finals. These are just temporaries while I heal. But like, this has been going on for already 2 months now. And it's just like, bro, I cannot fucking deal with this anymore. The people who did this is International Dental Clinic. I don't know if the people who work there still work there or if they decided to rebrand, because when I called them for my contracts, they said that they rebranded and those people don't work there anymore. But who even knows? Miami's literally the land of scammers. But to anybody wanting to get veneers, literally save up money to go to somebody who's fucking phenomenal, because looking at this, because I know it sounds stupid, but it's like, you get veneers in any type of cosmetic surgery so that you like feel more confident and look better, and this has been the worst experience of my life and has actually made me 1,000 times less confident, and I cannot even live a normal life. I have not had normal food in so long, so I think I might just be hungry. No, I look like Frankenstein.